If you have many contracts and you wish to organize them, make them easy to interpret and find, Contractco is a great solution for you. I'm logged into the application, and here I'm on the contracts table page, which is your headquarters for viewing all your contracts. You'll see there are rows for contracts, as well as folders that you could use to organize them. Ingesting contracts is easy. You can add them manually and fill in the information, or you can drop them individually or in bulk on the table, on the sidebar, or you could talk to Clara AI, who will handle it for you. Additionally, we have other ways to get contracts in, like connecting Zapier, which could connect to your CRM or your cloud storage solution, so that if you add anything to a folder, it comes in. And we also give you a dynamic email address, where if you email here, it'll be ingested, analyzed by AI, and prepared for you automatically. You can organize this view here by filtering down. You could filter by name. So for example, here, I could filter by title for this Enterprise Cloud Services Agreement, or by counterparty. Let's say I want to look for Amazon. It's going to find that. Additionally, you can create views. For example, here I have a column view, and this column view only selects a few of the default columns that we have. For example, if I disable status here, it's going to show me fewer columns. If I add one, it's going to add more. And let's say I want the annual value too. I get this overview. You can save these views per folder so that if you want information that's relevant to contracts, let's say in this data processing agreement folder, you can trim it down. I'm just going to reset this view. Now let me show you how the contract viewer looks if you wish to view a contract. I prepared two here in this repository demo folder, and you'll see that these have all been prepared with AI. So the documents to the right, it stores all general information. It assigns a contract type, shows you access, the relevant parties, key contract dates, whether it's renewing, end date, financials, legal terms. If there are any key contract events like expiration dates, notice dates, or other events stipulated in the contract, the system will catch it and suggest notifications for you. And then importantly, you can store documents. The way documents work is that we associate one primary document with the contract. However, you can also upload related documents, like an addendum. You can run an AI extraction on that to supplement whatever data is already on this contract. And what's interesting is that you can upload different versions. So for example, here, this is a secondary document. So in this case, I might upload, let's say here, an addendum. And then I might say hosting addendum. And I'll disable the AI extraction. It's going to upload this for us. And you'll see you can tab between the viewer to view the different documents. What's also nice is that you can set different versions. So like, let's say for this document group here, we have the hosting addendum. Let's say we negotiate a new version with our customer, and it's distinctly an upgrade of this one and not really a new contract. Well, then I would upload it, flag it as the current version, and then the existing current version is going to be downgraded to the previous version. The last thing that's helpful to tell you about are contract types. So contract types are basically data structures for contracts you deal with often in your business. For example, a reseller agreement, for which you might want to add a custom field like a royalty rate. You can modify these. So for example, you could say, well, I want to have an annual value. I want it in dollars, and I want all the reseller agreements to have a value for this field. You could set that up and save it. Additionally, we have a large library of templates. So for example, when you start your account, we're going to give you a good set of defaults, but you can also browse yourself. So for example, let's say you're doing your software as a service company. Well, you might want a contract type for API terms or for a master service agreement. And you can just use this template, create this, and then any contract that you ingest, you can map this to, and our system will assign a higher probability to this being a potential match. But it's also smart so that if you ingest a contract and you don't have these yet, it's going to generate contract types, also pulling from our template library in case you don't have them in your account yet. So that's how you manage your contracts with Contractco, at least within the repository. I hope it's helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and book a demo. And I'm the founder, Boody Voogd, and thanks for your time.